Hello folks, how you doing? This is Mishka. How you doing? I'm Jamie. We're from the Fairbanks, Alaska area. I say area because we're far out. And we like to prospect. We also like to hunt and fish too. So according to all the politicians in the last many years, we've been given the label that we're deplorable. Now we're semi-fascist, and I've always been a redneck. So anybody that prospects, you're probably a redneck too, because we have to do all kinds of things to make stuff work. We spent 4 days west of American Falls in Idaho on the Snake River. Now, according to everything I've done research on, Idaho is the only state that I know of. Now, there might be other states, but this is the only one I know of that produces 24 karat gold. Alaska, Washington, Oregon, California, they all produce 18 karat. I've never heard of anybody producing anything better than 18 karat. Idaho, though, 24 karat. So, while we were at the Pipeline Campground over there at BLM property, and by the way, it's free to camp. You can stay there 14 days. I worked the boat dock area. Now, there's a lot of areas you can work over there. I called BLM. I talked to a man called Bryce, who's a geologist for BLM, and he told me all the rules and regulations I need to know about for down here in Idaho. My primary piece of equipment was the pyramid pan. Why did I pull that out? Because underneath and around that boat dock area is a lot of clay. I never even got to the bedrock. The clay is just so thick. Well, that pyramid pan, according to Mr. Fossickers, is one of the best tools to use to break up that that really, really thick clay. And after some time talking to the man, I think we've talked on the phone 3 or 4 times. He told me exactly what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right, okay? And I wish somebody would really come out with a video. I think his partner did, but I don't think people really paid attention to it because he doesn't have that many hits on it of how to use that pyramid propane pan correctly. It's got to stay underwater the whole time, okay? Don't pull it up. Don't pull it up out of the water for nothing in the world, okay? Don't worry about classifying, but don't pull it up. Just keep working underwater. That's the biggest key for that piece of equipment. And what it does, it flushes all those lights out, even big rocks. They come right out. But that clay, those people think they're ripples, but they're not. They're pieces of metal, and they are sharp, okay? They've got sharp edges. And that clay hits that stuff, and it just breaks it up, to pieces. Now, I'm almost 60, and I've been prospecting since I was like 14, 15. We've always had problem with clay. We all know there's gold in clay, or silver, or gemstones, but it's really hard to break it up. Somebody come out with some stuff called clay be gone, some kind of crappy stuff. It really didn't work. On certain clays it does, but on that really thick, sticky red clay, it doesn't work. Maybe that gray clay it does, but what we have in Alaska, no, it doesn't work at all. So, what am I doing here? After 4 days of prospecting, I filled, I would just jump, okay? I would just work 3 or 4 shovels, okay? Fill that up, work it down, fill it up, work it down, fill it up, work it down. Finally, after about 3 or 4 shovelfuls, then I would dump into one of these little 1-quart buckets You get them from Lowe's. I think Home Depot has them. This one here was filled to just above the 500 milliliter. I got another one that's filled just above the 7 mil. And I thought I'd just test this little one first. This is what I've gotten from the boat dock area, okay? Anybody that says the Snake River doesn't have gold, you don't know what you're talking about, okay? Now this is 4 days of work. What I'm using on here, so people will know, is this is the pyramid, I'm sorry, this is the Dream Mat system with the header box. Now I've got a recirculating system here. It's set up, as you can see, it goes down and around, tube back over. And instead of using one of those T-balls to control my water flow, I actually use an actual faucet. I can control the water better. Down inside, I have a 1500 GPH set on a wire. It goes to a box I built. Again, I'm redneck. It's a tactical ammo box. Inside is 2 lithium. Well, I'll tell you what. I've got it set up where I can probably open it real easily. There's a solar panel. I got it from Harbor Freight. Yeah, it's got a little crack in the glass, but it still works. I got the digital thing here from Harbor Freight also. I keep checking my voltage to make sure we're doing good. Down inside I have 2 12 volt 24 AH. They work tremendously. I got those on eBay. Got a real good deal out of them. I think I paid $65 a piece and free shipping, so I wasn't too bad. Again, I'm redneck, okay? So Harbor Freight packet clamps, okay? So that's how we're set up right now. I'm not really set real high. I could probably set up a little steeper here to do a better clean out, but I can control that with the water too. Out of this one little bucket of just a little over 500 milliliters, this is the gold I got so far. The other one probably going to be double that, is what I'm guessing. But you can see the gold up behind the waterfall there also. And if you look real close, there are some pieces of silver in there. So that's how we're set up. And I'll use my oil pan there, right over there, as my cleanup. I carry it with me everywhere. It's the best little. I think I paid $4 at Advance or something, or some kind of auto shop place. But it's a great little panning station, and I've got all my pans with me and stuff. Watching that Flesh channel, that guy does that pay dirt testing. I see he uses these screens, so I thought, oh, what the heck, let's get one. Well, you know what? They don't sell them at Dollar Tree no more. You can't find them for $1. I ended up having to go to a Dollar General, and I paid $2.50 for them. So, hey, don't laugh. I try to do everything cheap as I can, except for my equipment over there. Now that pyramid took me a couple weeks to save money for it. But when I bought it, I also got the Fossickers rectangle pan. It's back behind me on the table. Right now we're at the Snake River Campground. Snake River and RV Campground. We're in a cabin, and the cabins here are like $50 a night. I mean, it's not that bad. It's a lot cheaper than a motel or a hotel or whatever. And you're outside, and since I'm an outdoor person and have been, I mean, you get some stuff here, you know, nothing fancy, anything like that. But this is the amount of gold I've got after running for about 10 minutes, trying to let the system flush out any lights. Now people talk about how to use these dream mats. I've heard different theories. You know, run them fast, run them slow, run them medium. The way I've been running this one is when I start seeing stuff dancing down inside, when I'm first putting a run through and it's dancing in those little holes, I know that I've got it just right. I don't want it flushing out too much, but I want the little particles to be, you know, the little stones and the light material and stuff like that. I want it dancing through. So, and the reason for the screen right there is because when I was doing some test panning around that boat dock area, we found some nice pieces of gemstones. I actually found a ruby. Looks like it probably fell off some lady's necklace or earrings or ring or something, because it's already cut and everything. And there was a lady there who was camping, and I showed it to her, and she says, "Can I have that?" And I said, "What do you think it's worth?" And she went back into her little RV, and she came out with a $100 bill, and she says, "I'll give you this for it." And I'm like, okay. It was a nice piece of gemstone. If I would have put it on my scale, on my gold scale, I'd probably been 1/3 of a gram. It was heavy. Or if it was gold, it'd be a good nugget or a good picker. So she gave me $100 for it, for a red ruby. So okay, fine. But she fell in love with it. But as you can see, we have some nice gold in here. I'm gonna let it run probably another 5 minutes, and then I'll do a cleanup. I haven't done any videos in a long time here, folks. Mainly because we've been kind of busy and with the job, and you know, everybody not wanting to work. Well, that kind of makes it tough for me on my job. So, but well, we got stopped. We shut down. That's good. Yeah, we shut the water off. So as the water shuts down and drains, you can see right there what we've got, which is not bad, folks. That is not bad at all. That's 4 days of work on the Snake River. And if you look in there, there's some nice pieces. There's actually, look right there, there's a nice picker. Everybody says Idaho is fine gold. Okay, but around that boat dock, there's some nice pieces in there. Some nice flakes. So yeah, we've got some good stuff going on here. And we'll see how it works out. Let me unclip this thing here. There we go. And I went ahead and shut it off here. And we'll see how it runs, you know, how we pan it out. But we're just going to let it drain. And let's see what's down in here. I'm using the camera too to do focusing. See what I can find down in the bigger stuff. And this dream map, it starts off really, really fine. Then it goes into like a medium section. And then it goes into a larger section. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, you're blocking it with your clamps. Let me tell you, if I'm blocking anything that's worth a damn, it ain't worth me keeping. Not all the way down there. Not when you got all this up here. I mean, look up here behind where it was flowing out. That's just amazing. I'm going to say mostly you're going to see is, minus 40, maybe minus 50. And I'm looking here. I see some negative 100. See some that might be like a negative 125, but I don't see anything smaller than that. Not from this visual. There might, oh yeah, there, right there. Right there. There's a real small piece, if I can get him into the camera. Really, really small piece right there. Probably going to be in the, close to the 150 range. Maybe 200, I don't know, I'll have to check it. But the difference here is in Alaska, we only produce 18 karat gold. Here in Idaho, according to everything I've done research on, they produce 24 karat gold. So guess what I got here, folks? I got some nice 24 karat gold. And that's only half, well, 3/4. Yeah, that says half. Okay. So I was just above the halfway mark of the half liter. Now this says 1 quart. Okay. So it's not a full liter. So I was just above this line right here of the half liter 500 ml. The other one is just above the 3/4. So I'm hoping to get a lot more out of that one. But like I said, for a recap, if Mr. Fossickers watching this, I love your pan, brother. It broke up that clay beautiful. I mean, and I did exactly what he said. Make sure it stays underwater. You don't pull it up at all. You just work it, work it, work it, work it. And you get a rhythm started on that, and you can really feel it working real well. You just got to get that rhythm. Put a couple of shovelfuls in there, get to working it, throw another couple shovelfuls in there, keep working it. Now I've heard some complaints. They're like, well, when you go to set it down, it wants to tip over. What's going to fall out of it? If you've worked it, like I've been working it for the last 4 days. Now I've worked it in Alaska too, but down here, the last 4 days, those concentrates are way down there in the bottom, okay? You work that thing like you're supposed to. You work it all the way down to, just where it's above the little circle there. And then you throw another two more shovelfuls in, you work it again. Another 2 more shovelfuls, you work it again. And after 3 or 4 shovelfuls, then I would pull the plug and dump it in a little bucket and keep going. That's all I did. That's all I did. And this is the results. Okay? And that's just out of this one little bucket. Yeah, I've got big 5-gallon buckets here and all that, and I've got other 5-gallon buckets. But walking up to the river, why do you need to carry 1,000 pounds of equipment? All I'm carrying is that and a couple of these. That's it. Just a couple of these and that and a shovel. You don't need a big giant backpack. You don't need I mean, that's all you need. Now I do use a backpack because I like carrying water and stuff like that. And I got the dog with me, so I carry her treats and her food. So while we're out there, she's got something to eat while she's running around. And she likes clean water, but she's drinking mostly river water. Well, we're getting past 18 minutes, and it's probably going to take forever to download this or upload this into YouTube. So we'll do the best we can. My name's Jamie, and hey, you guys, you can call me Jamie. My name is actually Yukpik. Most people can't pronounce it. It's a Inupiat name from Alaska. So anyhow, you guys enjoy the video. Throw your comments out there. Tell me what you think. And Mr. Fossickers, again, thank you, thank you, thank you. That is a tremendous invention. And I'm going to tell you right now, hands down, it's well worth the money. There's the proof right there. There's the proof. And I'm going to run the other bucket here in a little bit. I doubt I'll video it, but I just want to video this one just to let you see what you can get out of the Snake River. It's terrific. If I had to guess just by what I'm seeing here, I'm guessing I probably have 2, 3, maybe 3.5, maybe 4 grams, maybe more. I don't know. Later on, I might do a short video on what I gathered total on everything. just to let you guys see what was all there for 4 days of work. All right, we're past 20 minutes. We'll talk to you later, folks. Bye.